Alright, let's get back to it. That was the Bloodborne OST, if anybody was wondering. So, lots of spooky, intense stuff from the boss battles. You find Bertrude asleep or perhaps in a deep trance, or even you sense nothing from her. Hedwyn notices as well and joins you to check on her. Haven't seen her like this before. She's barely breathing. She's not responding. He leans in for a closer look when... Halt thy advanced knave. Dared thee to disturb our slumber. I am terribly sorry, Bertrude. The reader and I, we were just checking to make sure you were alright because of how we saw you there just now. And how exactly did thou see us there just now, well, you appeared to be dormant, or perhaps... Do you think we had simply perished here perchance, crumpled over in our ancient age, a weakling barely clinging to this wretched coil? No, I mean, maybe. I sincerely apologize for having disturbed you, Bertrude. I know all this must be an adjustment having to be around someone like me. Maybe the others too. If there's anything we can do to make your stay more comfortable. We shall not yield to thy flirtations, boy. Flirtations? Wait, no, I know that our hearts belong already to another boy. Thou knowest nothing of our ways whilst walking or in a dream. Thus we advise thee ample caution in thy future interactions, lest we use thee as a subject for our sorceries. However, we do appreciate thy flattery. Thine advances make us feel like a young tad once more. We were among the most sought after of our kind within the southern bogs. Wisely, Hedwyn remained silent. Thou art free to depart now, boy. Hedwyn turns to leave, but know that we do appreciate thou taking the time to check upon us while we stream. And know that our stay amongst ye has been comfortable enough thus far. Thank you, Bertrude. Thou art welcome, boy. Despite the oddness of the exchange you witnessed, you sense that Hedwyn and Bertrude gained a better understanding of each other. Yeah, Grandma may have none of that shit. Run away. Yeah, this traveling song reminds me a lot of the one song in Fury. A lot. It's very similar. The unmistakable remains of Zilvius, horse-headed, which protrude from the ash and fire there below. Some have taken it to be a work of sculpture reader. Mare Titan vanished by the scribe, Trista Thesis. The tale of a Titan felled by Saint Trista Tethys. That is more unbelievable than the thought that some daring exiles over many years carved this Titan's visage out of stone. Be that as may, the climate and the cliffs are home now to exiled harps, such as the essence whom you faced here when you first arrived. Even they do not know all of the locale's sacred significance. Ah, did I pass it? No, I was here already. No. Always go with Tizo. Gander Crystal seeks Bertrude. Oh, this one ought to be fun. Was beginning to wonder when you returned. But who exactly do you have in mind? U.S. Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Bertrude. The old bog crone, then. She does have some potential, I should think, more so than most of those with whom you share that little residence. Then let us bring her forth. Soon Bertrude appears in heat of the summons. We sense that thou hast need of us. Listen well, crone, you answered to me here. Nah. How very eloquent. May your vast experience exceed your knack for pleasant conversation. I trust that you shall have little trouble here without the benefit of your more communicative friends. Now come. Oh god. But all quick fuckers too. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. They're just gonna shit all over me. Like, this arena is so bad for the crone too. I have nowhere to actually shoot my aura. Wow, it should kill me around the corner. Oh, I got a point. Holy shit. Wow. Get fucked. Oh, no one crest. Blessed. It's okay, they do like no damage if they get ahead of me. Wow. Fuck you. Crest. Oh, they're throwing though, it's fine. Don't have the fucking stamina to do anything. What the fuck are you doing, AI? That's fine. Doing like no damage. Yeah, she's old, but you know. They intentionally make these things as annoying as fucking possible. Like, hey, they give you the slow, least mobile character against 3 of the most mobile characters. Have fun. A simple test undeserving to be called a challenge. I had to fail you just for gloating, Crone, but these are not my rules, and your performance was sufficient. Thus, you have passed my test. Congratulations are in order to you and your lovely reader. Nah, good riddance to that mouthy wraith. Show us then what trinket she bestoweth upon us. Oh, hello. Bertrude's blast pierces through solid objects. Yes, please. Give me that shit. I mean, Mooncrest, you're great and all, but damn. It's basically what I needed for that, right, which is the funny part. The little Tizo's keen sense for things now takes you into the monolithic stonework of Highwind Cove. Keeping up with him proves difficult at times. All of a sudden, he begins to hop and screech. Ski, 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 ski. Tizo wants you to help him dig up something right under his feet. You begin to dig in the vicinity and soon uncover something long since buried, perhaps for someone such as you to find. Banished while possessing the orb, the bear has a chance to automatically pass it. That's interesting. You observe Tizo rummaging about the black wagon, as though in search of something. He notices you there and rushes up to greet you. Tizo is glad you are here. He was just reminiscing about old times. But just as quickly, he resumes his search. Tizo is looking for something of a former exile of the Nightwings once gave him. He's growing frustrated that the object he seeks is nowhere to be found. You almost did not notice the lone minstrel's approach. I'm afraid that it is gone, Tizo. I am very sorry. Reader, it is nothing that ought to be much cause for concern. Merely that Tizo has misplaced something of sentimental value to him. Aww, so sad. It was just a spare bandage. He indicates exactly like the one on his horn. Tizo here has had many adventures with the Nightwings. Is that not so, Tizo? He squawks in approval. Those memories shall always stay with you. Is that not what matters most of all? He confirms this as well. Then please do not worry about yourself about it anymore. It is a symbol of a distant past, besides. Tizo skulks away up into the rafters. The lone minstrel watches him go. The objects that he seeks does not exist, reader. Tizo searches for it from a fleeting memory of his days with the Nightwings of past. He performed the regular duties of other drive-imps at first, but soon distinguished himself. I was none too surprised. He was clearly special. He'd grown close with the other members of the Nightwings when misfortune fell and the triumvirate fell apart. Perhaps Volfred has revealed to you more of the details. As for Tizo, I feel he must make peace with the shadows of his past, somehow. Perhaps then he shall cease his searching. You need not worry for him, of course. He is resilient and shall always serve the Nightwings well. You may say that he was born for it. Begging your pardon, reader. The lone minstrel excuses himself in his polite way, leaving you to consider what he said. Damn, this place is getting crowded. So many trinkets and shit.
Vende voice.
Oh, push the duck button, please. +5. There's stuff I want to save for, but also I have really good shit, so why not level it up? I don't need that right away. More quickness, or what does this go up to? Flash 3 times as long. Let's level up the quickness one. Speed is always good. As you await the star, as a form dressed in the raiments of the rites approaches you and Bulford. You at first presume it for one of your next adversaries, the Chastity. But he cannot be one of them. Besides you, Bulford starts something you have never seen him do. You observe the color that he wears, an inverse of the Nightwings. Fulford Sandalwood, it has been a while. No, this cannot be. The demon unfastens his mask. It can. You perished. I watched you fall. You did. I grieved for years, yet now you live. I do, although these horns, they grew long ere I could walk again. Unbelievable, then. Why are you here now, Orlek? Former exile, betrayed and abandoned in his moment of glory. Bulford talked about him a little bit, I think. They were talking about before the team disbanded. You know full well, Bulford, to reclaim what is mine by right. The demon Orlek leaves without another word, just as the stars above burst to life and seemed to set the sky aflame. Plus 50% stamina? Oh god. That sounds terrifying.
Lunacy is this? 'Twould appear the Nightwings are to stand against themselves this time around. This is a mutiny in violation of the sacred law. The exile whom you face, Orlek. Long ago he had his chance, and he relinquished it. He cannot simply claim it now, and I cannot preside over this nonsense. Good night.
Oh, okay. Bye, buddy. What happened to the Chastity? The stars showed we were to face them. They must have suffered a misfortune of some sort. Tampering with the stars' designs is not permitted, Orlek. Cheating the worthy of their rightful liberty is not permitted either, Wolfred. You must know I took no part in that betrayal. Search your heart. Orlek says nothing for a time, then. Where are your remnants, Wolfred? I have refused to wear them since, in a show of solidarity to you. And to elude the voice, I would suppose. Yes, that too. I see. You were never very good at this anyway. We shall see if that new lot of yours is any better. You cannot be serious. What sense is there in us standing against each other? Orlek puts on his masks and stands ready. I shall crush this lad of yours, Wolfred. You shall see that I am not so easily discarded, and you shall not deny my liberty again. The adversary whom we face, Orlac, he's not one to back down. He was very experienced in the rites even at the time, and so, beware. There was no one in his day who could prevail against him, and he appears even stronger now. I wish I had more valuable advice to give in this. I wish I had foreseen this. Well. What do they have? None of them have trinkets though. Yeah, he probably does. He probably does. I'm not sure who would be best for this. Gilman has a ton of inspiration, but I don't really want to place him. Let's do Tizo. Tizo is filled with mixed emotions in confronting Orlac, but is prepared to fight. Such a triumvirate you have assembled, Wilfred. Then let us see what they can do. Come and face me, false Nightwings. Tizo? Tizo fumbles with his mask. Tizo recognizes Orlac and greets him tentatively. It is good to see you. Orlac reaches for his mask in turn. How is the horn? Mended? Tizo indicates his horn has not bothered him for a long time now, and thanks Orlac for it. Good. A full recovery then. But it is unfortunate to see you standing there with them, Tizo. Come with us, no questions asked. The proposition seems to catch Tizo off guard. Tizo indicates that he will not abandon his friends or their quest. He seems to be pleading with Orlac to stand down, to listen, to not give in to anger. But Orlac shakes his head. He puts his mask back on. This is something I must do, little one. Tizo dons his mask in turn. He chirps nothing more. Too quick for you, boy. Just clip me there. Now they're gonna score there. I was gonna get out of the way and then implode both of them, but so long as our pyre yet burns, this is not over. But come now, let us put an end to it. Missed the jump. Get fucked, fake Nightwind. You, who call yourselves the Nightwings, it seems you have learned something from Sandalwood after all. But you are the Nightwings in name only, and as far as rights, it is a mockery of what it once stood for. All of this, a stain upon the legacy of the scribes. Fulford looks on as Orlek departs without another word. Orlek, forgive me. So much drama. I know, right? So much drama. Just want to play some sports ball, you know? Or like, he has changed. He scarce resembles now the one whom we traveled then. I'm afraid so. I can only begin to imagine what he has been through all these years. Reader, as you can see, Orlek and I, we have some years in common. A story for another day. I need some time to look at how all this affects our plan. Reader, sir, Orlek is a principled person. His freedom was denied him just when it was in his grasp. A doleful tale. Wolfrid shall tell you more of him in due time. Of that I have no doubt. For now, it seems, the stars beseech you once again, outside. There, deep in the infinite dark, you once more see a single star shining brighter than the rest. The path to freedom beckons you again. Yeah, let's not try and fuck it up this time. Once more, then, unto the fall of Solim. Excellent. Our plan proceeds at pace. We need but continue to make good on all such opportunities the stars present, so much as possible. Then our ranks within the Commonwealth may yet grow strong enough that we shall sway the people towards our cause. It shall be difficult, but the people have their hearts and consciences, and the Commonwealth has long since lost its way. The never-ending wars with the high-wing remnants, the passing of more sentences of exile than ever before for increasingly more dubious causes, the burning of books, the outlawing of literacy, these are corruptions of the teaching of the scribes. Together we shall prove it soon enough. Wolfrid, sir, what of Orlek? Wolfrid says nothing in response at first, but then Orlek appears to have his own agenda now. We shall have to try and keep an eye on him, although our plan remains the same. Anyway, we have a mountain which we need to climb. Let us all rest up a bit, if possible, this night. We fly at break of dawn.